Live in high definition from the CBS 4 studios. This is CBS 4 at 10.
I mean, I'm a mom. I can't stay quiet and do nothing about this. These 3 babies could have been just run over.
Tonight at 10, a woman comes to CBS 4 saying she saw 3 toddlers sitting in the middle of a busy West El Paso street, all alone and in their diapers. Good evening. I'm Patricia Maese.
This is an incredible story. Good evening, everyone. I'm Shelton Dotson. That woman says that the toddlers were supposed to be inside of a nearby daycare, but somehow they found their way out the door and into that street. CBS 410's Courtney Schoeneman live in front of the daycare near Wrestler and Belvedere with what that woman saw.
Witnesses tell me it happened just before 11 a.m. this morning in front of First to Read Daycare. One woman says she was dropping her son off across the street for physical therapy. Now, when she pulled out of the parking lot, she says that's when she spotted 3 toddlers in their diapers sitting in the middle of Wrestler playing with rocks. Now, although the street doesn't look that busy at this time of night, around lunchtime when the accident occurred, that is a different story. Nayeli Yanez couldn't believe her eyes when she pulled out of Paloma Physical Therapy onto Wrestler, one of the busiest streets in West El Paso.
I go out of the parking lot and I see 3 babies in the middle of the street. 3, I guess they had like a year and a half or 2. They were on diapers. They barely walking.
She was the first person to spot the toddlers.
My instinct was to stop just traffic and put my truck in the middle of the other way, so that way I could just go grab the kids.
Yanez says other cars stopped and drivers jumped in to help.
They saw the kids and one of the guys just jumped in and grabbed one and was able to stop the rest of the traffic, like the traffic going from Belvedere to Mesa. And then other two girls just grabbed the other 2 kids, so it was 3 kids in total.
She says those 2 adults took the 3 children back to the daycare.
I was so in shock. I have 2 kids of my own, and it's just like, I was almost in tears.
When Yanez returned to pick up her son a half hour later, she says police were there.
He gave me, I guess, the police report, and then there was also a claim in Child Protective Services about it. I think this is just unacceptable of a daycare here. It's the life of kids.
I spoke to First to Read employees today. They tell me off camera they're working with, quote, regulatory agencies and have no comment because the incident is under investigation.
It's so scary that you know, that as parents, we leave our kids in a kindergarten, in school, in daycare, and you think they're safe, and to see those 3 babies in the middle of the street at 11 in the morning, alone, no one following them, for me, it still gives me, you know, the shivers. It's just unbelievable, unacceptable. I feel in shock.
I also contacted the daycare's lawyer, who tells me they're speaking with parents and witnesses. They want to make sure this never happens again. I've also spoken to the police department about that report filed with them today. They say it should be ready tomorrow, and that should give us a little more insight on what exactly happened here today. Reporting live in West El Paso, Courtney Schoeneman, CBS 4 at 10.
Unbelievable story. Courtney also looked into the daycare's history. A report from the Texas Family and Protective Services Department last September shows First to Read Daycare was not in compliance with the child to caregiver ratio. The report says that violation was corrected shortly afterwards. A link to that report can be found in Courtney's story online at cbs4local.com.